Hello, my name is Alexey Matveev, and in this video we will continue to talk about atlassian-connect-express. In this video we will add your own parameters to the config.json file. Okay, what is config.json file? Here it is. Let me see it. Here is the config.json file. It contains parameters for our application. Why we put our parameters to the config.json file? It's made because these parameters are usually set by developers or administrators. That's why to save all these parameters in the source code would be very inconvenient to modify. That's why we've got config.json file where we can easily change our parameters. Also, we can add our parameters. Let's see, in this video we will work only with the development section. But for production section, you can do the same. There is no problem with it. Okay, so right now we've got only 5 parameters: port, error template, store, and local base URL, basically 4 parameters. Okay, first thing we will do, we will make some parameters as variables. For example, port, we will say that it will be initialized from the port variable. And local base URL, we will be initializing it from the app URL variable. Okay, done. The next thing we will do, we will add our own parameters. Let's see that in our application we need to connect to some REST API, and this REST API is different for our development and production environments. That's why we will put REST API URL in config.json file. Let's do that. It will look like this. So we added REST API URL with our URL. Okay, the next one, we also need to connect to some kind of external application, and to connect we need to provide the username and the token for this application. Let's also add this parameter. Here it is. So as you can see, the first parameter I added as a string value. Here it is. But this parameter I added as a JSON. It's also possible. Now we need to read these parameters in our application. Let's add some code to application.json file over here. Yeah, I read the port parameter. See, I read it with the port and with parentheses. So it's a function. So the same for SAP URL, I read it like this. An external app parameter I read like this. But the problem is that external app parameter is in a JSON format. That's why I also get a JSON. And that's why to see it in the output, I need to stringify this parameter just to see it. And that's what exactly I'm doing right here. That's it. Now let's try to run our application. Okay, let's start our application as we usually do with the start. And we've got this output. So as you can see, the port variable is just the value of our parameter, and it's not correct because our application actually doesn't know on which port to run. That is why let's first initialize our port and app URL parameter. I will do it like this: export port equals 3000 and export app URL equals, doesn't matter right now, 20 euro. Okay, now let's run our application again. And let's have a look at the parameters. Now, as you can see, all parameters are initialized. So port is initialized, local base URL is initialized, REST API URL will also get the value, external labs we get as a JSON. So basically, now we can read all our parameters, we can define it, we can edit it in the config.json file, and that's it. That's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.